ma'am. How are you? How
Hello?
are you? How you been? We can hear you loud and clear.
Hi, I'm sorry
Yes, ma'am.
about that. I don't know what's with the mics. Um, you're breaking up a little bit for me. It might be my location, and I'm in a blizzard right now too, so it's not so good. Had to go out and get some smokes,
Say
and oh
what?
my goodness, everybody was sliding everywhere. So how are you tonight? And I want to thank you for being a voice for the people out there. As you know, I'm not usually that. I stick to certain things and let you, as the person who can give us that information, do so. But the reason why I'm up here, and I thank you for your time, I just gave you a quick 101. But Jody Sue, she wants me to help. So here I am. So this message is mostly directed to the community, and kind of what Matt likes to do is call bullshit out. And I don't do this very often, but I think because she really, really demanded me to do this, here I am. So most of this is going to take only about 10 minutes. I can't look at chat, but I'll answer questions after. So my first thing is Jody Sue. As an advocate of domestic violence, I have seen many women who cry wolf. They are victims when in actual fact they are not. You asked me to be useful in cases, although I have. That didn't matter to you. What mattered was for me to team up on your side and call out all the bad people and the gang organizations you proclaim are around you as we speak. You could not comprehend simple things I was saying. I was actually, I actually got much, uh, uh, not very much out of you, and that's why I kept on talking. But also because I made a boo boo and you closed the browser, and it was uh, uh, echoing. So I just talked through you because I really could not understand you slurring, and you just made me no sense to me to ponder what drugs are you on, or are you just someone who can't listen and only wants to be heard? Let me calibrate that as a behavioral expert, yes, you are definitely medicated, as well as I cannot be claiming as a doctor, but I was a psychologist. So I am going to state that you have paranoia, delusional, narcissistic, and that you should get help. As for me calling out all these bad people, including my friend who sits here, Matt, why? When him and I, let me say, most people know your lies, and this way and reason you are here, as you said, I mean, that's what point. What's the point of 3 years later? Then why are you continuing on? Oh, right. Everyone has to done you wrong. I forgot. No, I didn't. Yet state I want a pat on my back. The only reason why I came up. Sorry to bust or burst, sorry to burst your bubble. My pat on the back is when folks say, uh, have a professional up or something like that. Thank you, such as Matt, and being very honest. And so this is what I'm doing. Yes, you can cash app Matt for this. Last, you got 20K views, probably the most views you ever have. Why? As there's a method to my madness. Plus, Jody Sue, what you didn't realize is that I had that live up and I continued as I got my new vacuum cleaner. Man, I'm hoping that it will clean the dirt that's in my house because it seems like I have to now tonight clean the dirt on the street. You you. Anyhow, the fact is that as I was watching, there only had maybe 6 or 7 people in your chat, and when I left, you had 100 and, 50 views. As I watched, it went from 150 views and it skipped to 21,000. I mean, how is that possible? As I see people with when I drop my videos, I can see when people are looking, the count will go. But yours, all of a sudden, I don't know, it jumped from 150 to 21,000. I didn't know that we had 21,000 who were so interested in me. I only have 13,000 subs. That doesn't add up in the math. And I know there's only a few hundred in this community. Anyhow, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying maybe someone wants to check those stats, on the views. But if I did get 21,000, I'm so thankful because then people could hear the ridiculousness. Facts. You showed no receipts on these police reports and all these calls you had to make on threats. Excuse me, I have COVID cough.
That's okay. You're doing good. We can hear you.
Okay, good. Coming to your house. Joni, when I had such people who were threatening me and everything like that, I showed receipts to all my people. Everybody saw everything that would happen to me. We haven't seen a receipt of these fires and these people who supposedly are gangsters, including Chasing Truth and Matt and Benny and all of these peoples out there are now forming. Yes, she told me today they're formed a gang and they're going to be doing terrorization and all sorts of shit. Anyhow, I don't want you to think this about me, but I would never back you in anything you say. So take me off your list of recommendations. Also, as a victim, uh, y- what we do is we share our story. I was there once and I shared my story for 2 years. Yes, I'm a survivor, but to help others. And we get and in hoping to hear my story, and as many have, including Nicole here and Matt, we share the resources to help somebody. We can't really do too much except for maybe lend an ear, which I'm sure a couple of people and Matt have done like me. You have not shown any evidence that you actually helped a woman. Not in your chat, except for maybe 2 to 6 people say, "Hey, you saved my life." But um, maybe you did. But, the thing is, if somebody and I've seen it with the Nicole, and I've seen it with many people who advocate like, they do, is that, you reach one, you touch one, like I said in your chat. I have not seen you reach one and touch anybody. All I've seen is you using your victimization as a still healing process. Um, I can only have a little bit of compassion as what you have said, but did not get a chance to say what I really want to say here. So Matt's been so kind to let me up here because you decided to boot me. So I will now. Enhance. This message is for you. I don't know who you are. To dictate to me to serve purpose was to do it for Jody. That's the bottom line. You wanted me to do it for Jody. And as anyone with common sense, knowledge of victim services would already know, that's what I did in my past. You asked about me having a channel for what good? Well, as I said, many have to have seen my work, and you haven't, so you really couldn't say too much about it. And I said that you I see through you both. I see through what you were basically doing. In the past communities, I was, uh, you know, uh, doing something of value. And if you think that I haven't, that's okay. But I'm not coming on Jody's team. I'm not doing that. Summer Wells became your story, and why? Well, as you were a close neighbor, and I can understand that experience. I know it well. When I had boots on the ground, as I told, for a missing child, not knowing her, but got much accomplished towards helping many to see that this was a case of abuse. So I've opened up my eyes to what you are saying. Yes, this is an abusive situation. Yes, this is a DV situation, or yes, this is bullshit. And basically, what I see is I'm not going to garner sympathy being a victim. I am not, because I've learned how not to be one anymore. As an advocate, your people need to hear that you are already healed in order to help them. As for sorry about my throat. As for anyone who prefers insight into reality, sorry, Matt,
That's okay.
versus bullshit here, uh, uh, uh,
So,
to what you're doing. So I've just of 2 more seconds. Remember
okay.
something, Jody. Cops will lie to you. Detectives are detectives. Investigators keep silent. You say you're not naive, but I'm sorry. Maybe you have life experiences of how your journey has been by choice. So, is choice better than no choice? So, in closing, I cannot help you as you cannot see the light.
Okay, Miss Harmony, a lot of questions. First of all, excuse me for the grin on my face, as I do know that you don't do YouTube drama. And I just have a couple of questions. First off, I appreciate you um, just staying real. What I want to tell Jody Sue is, if you, I would literally
Okay.
bet money, if you ever want to maybe challenge uh, Miss Harmony on details or facts of this case or any case, uh, you know, hey, good luck with that. Miss Harmony invests a lot of time on this. Miss Harmony has traveled the world.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, Miss Harmony traveled the world, putting Summer's photo all over the world. She doesn't sit in a trailer that she's got at her mom's house. Doing weird conspiracies. What the hell is this? Everyone's in a gang thing.
How come you're breaking up?
I don't know. I don't think I think this is on might be on your end. But in the beginning, but I could not follow her. What I'm telling her, Miss Harmony, is I don't think she wants to get any debate on the case or anything else. I don't understand. It's so weird that she expects you to attack my position or anything that I've said uh, in reference to Summerall's case. Before you joined, the live that I'm doing has nothing to do with Summer Wells. If I'm calling out creators, that's not true crime. But if I do a true crime video or put some or do some footage from a case or whatnot, I try to be very, there's no jokes in that. I try to be very, very, very factual and very. I may put an opinion on it, but I don't ever put misinformation out on a missing children case. Can't say the same for Jody Sue, but I would urge Jody Sue to maybe have a debate with Miss Harmony. The fact that you kicked her off tells a lot. But Miss Harmony, I appreciate you just staying real, and I know this is not your forte. I know that you don't do the YouTube beef, but I do know that no matter how withheld you can be, or no matter how much you try to stay away from the drama on YouTube, it can find you and it will find you. And a person can only bite their tongue for so long. You have to let it out. You have to say something. You have to defend yourself sometimes. You
Well,
know?
that wasn't the thing. What she wanted me to do is say, do you know who Matt is and what he's done? And do you know what Benny's done? And do you know who this person's done? It's like, I don't care. The reason why they're doing it is either calling you out your bullshit or like Matt has done. And so, I'm calling you out. Stop what you're doing, because if there is no such thing as a gang going around you, your house hasn't been burned down, people have not come to your place, everybody knows this. And if you can show a receipt that
She,
you had a police report or whatever,
she was claiming
but
that
I don't
I'm
think
in
you
a gang
can.
with Benny Keys.
Pardon?
She was claiming that I'm in a gang with Benny Keys.
Oh yeah, you're all in a
Oh my God.
gang. Everybody's
Jody
in a
says you
gang.
have
I'm
lost me
probably
out of
part
that
of the
mind.
gang now too. I'm in the gang now too. Gang, gang.
Are you
Okay.
the
But
are you the gang leader?
um I'm too old and tired from it. This is exhausting. I'm so exhausted from all this shit, but I'll tell you, you don't want me as a gang leader because you're going to burn. You're going to burn very quickly. From what I did in
Oh,
my past, when I revealed all of these bad people who were doing all this shit, they all came clean and then they just disappeared.
this lady
These people will
Bison.
eventually go somewhere else. They're using um unfortunately Summer's name for stupid curators of bullshit now, and who knows what. It's very easy. Matt has clearly said, and I already know there's a lot of criminals on here. I'm not knocking that. I don't really give a fuck, right? Who's a criminal, but I do give a shit when somebody is using a little girl's name who we don't know where is 3 years in and still carrying on, and there's no narrative except for now we are harming the witnesses or whatever. Jody Sue, you are a suspect and you will remain a suspect until cleared. Do
She's
you
not cleared, Miss
honestly?
Harmony. She's not
I
cleared.
know that. She won't be cleared. Do you think that I'm not daft and other people aren't daft who are in Matt's who have he has a lot of advocates. He has a lot of people who are behind a lot of stuff. Do you think that we or them or whoever has not checked in with finding out if you really have all of these things going on? My goodness, girl, you would be in protection and everything.
All right.
It's just stop it. Stop it. Stop telling me and dictating to me that I should not be friends with Matt because he says the truth about you, or Benny because he says the truth about you, or whoever is out there. Stop it. And for
Hey,
you
Debbie.
to I'm going to stick chasing truth, for you to literally say that she's in a gang, they're all forming a gang is
She's,
the most ridiculous thing now. This is going to be her new kick, her new
oh, this
paranoia. Please
this
get
lady has
help, Jody.
lost her mind. All right, listen. Listen. I've been doing YouTube a long time. Bison Joy. I'm talking to Miss Harmony. I'm not interrupting her. I'm letting her finish her sentence. But I'm reading the comments and putting them on the screen, and I'm recognizing that you're very anti Miss Harmony, which is fine. That's your view. I can't tell you what to do. But I've been doing this so long, you kind of come off to possibly being Jody Sue or a very, very, very Jody big time Jody Sue Brown supporter, which is also fine. The problem I have is I am one to stop like videos getting made. I like people to bring back debate. I want the viewers to see civil discourse and to see views that they don't have, but they want to listen to. So I am going to give you an option here. You can hit the link to express your grievance, or if not,
I don't mind
um,
what people say about me.
well, this is going to be very short and sweet because they won't hit the link. I'm not going to say
Is she
anything.
jealous or something that you're
I'm
friends
just
with
going to take. I'm
Dawn
just going to
and Candace or
take.
something? What's
I'm
your
just going to
problem?
take their voice. I don't let people who hide behind avatars have a
Oh
voice
my
on my channel.
goodness.
It doesn't work like that. So
Well,
you can
it's
take the
been
link
crazy.
and confront Miss
But I
Harmony
had
and
I had my I
see
had
what
my
you can do.
madness to going to Jody and it worked.
Good for you, and
It
I
worked.
appreciate
My
it. And
madness worked.
Listen, I dropped your
Okay,
link in
thank
the
you, so
channel.
kind. I'm gonna jump down because
No
thank you,
problem.
sweetheart.
Thank
I
you, Miss
will,
Harmony.
jump down and yeah, we'll stay in touch. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Shout out to Miss Harmony. So that's interesting. Jody Sue Brown has lost her fucking mind.